Hello, my lovelies. Happy Friday. This is going to be our spill the tea. So, we're going to see what we have going on in the collective, what kind of maybe secrets or things need to come out. And we're going to spill the tea on your person, on your situation. So, that's what we are doing this afternoon in our live stream. So, if you're new here, hi and welcome. My name is DamselinDistresstarot. You can call me Jen. And this is going to be our weekly live stream. So, I put a poll up last week for you guys to decide what you wanted to hear messages on. And so the highest one was, I think, about 45%, and it was about spilling the tea. So that's what we're going to work on today. I am going to include a couple other readings for you for your weekend, as well as some weekend messages for all of the elements. And then if we have some time after that, if anyone's still here, we're going to go ahead and answer some questions. We'll do some free little one card answers, yes or no, or some little mini spreads about 4 cards a piece. So if you guys hold all your questions until the end, I'll be happy to answer them. We're going to get through most of this pretty quickly. Fridays, I kind of like to do rapid fire readings. So I get you in, get you out, get you on your way to your weekend. So let's see what we have. First of all, we're going to start with spilling the tea. So this was a spread that I created a couple months back, kind of just to help you see what the general consensus is of what's going on, what secrets might be hidden, and what we need to know going forward. Let's see what we have. There's also a donation link in the chat if you guys would like to donate, if you like my content. I'm not monetized on here yet. That is a goal I'm working towards. So my Cash App is pinned in the comments box. If you guys want to leave a donation, it's always appreciated, but never required. All right, let's see what we have. All right, so we want to spill the tea. So what secrets are there in your current situation? What secrets are there? Let's see, that you need to stand up for yourself. I feel like you're really a lot stronger than you anticipate that you are. And I think you have a lot of opposition against you right now. So whether this is standing up for your beliefs, standing up for others, I feel like you really do need to dig deep and know that you hold the upper hand against whatever this is that you are facing, whatever challenge. What other secrets are there in this situation? We have a lot of anxiety, a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of worry, and that this could be affecting you. This could be affecting your family and others around you at this time. So we have to learn to let go of the worry. And I think that you're trying to be really strong, but truthfully on the inside, it's like there's a lot of worry that's really plaguing your mind right now. And that's not a great place to be. There's also a lot of hidden talents that you possess. So maybe some creative talents, some artistic things going on. Maybe you like to create things, or there's some sort of spark of creativity, some sort of new idea that might be coming to you, and that this could be some sort of passion project that you go forward on. But I also feel like there's people who are coming against you saying you won't be successful. There's no way you can do that, blah, 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 down the line. So that's giving you the anxiety and the worry. Truthfully, I feel like you are brave enough to go forward on this, but I think that it will take a lot of courage on your part, and also a lot of determination in order to not only overcome the challenges that you're facing, but also to kind of squash the naysayers and to let go of the worry about how you're going to be successful. So some sort of either creative or artistic idea, some sort of bright, inspired idea is coming, and you're going to have to make a decision on what you want to do going forward. All right, King of Wands. This is where we find our courage. This is where we find our passions, our drive, our ambition. And this is somebody who is a natural born leader. So you're not a follower. You're not somebody who maybe takes direction very well, is what they're telling me. You like to be in charge. You want to be the one who is forging the path forward, that you're not waiting on others to help you do these things necessarily, that you are ambitious, you are driven, you are a leader, and that you need to follow your courage and your passions in order to make this a reality. Interesting. All right. I like this energy already. All right. Let's see what lies could be being told either to ourselves or others are telling us. What lies? Could be having to do with love. This is an indication that there's some big change that needs to happen in a love relationship. The Lovers is Gemini energy, so you could be dealing with a Gemini, but it could be anybody. This is also telling us that we have a clear decision that we need to make. This could be a soulmate in your life. This could be a twin flame in your life. This could be somebody who maybe you thought was that person and really turned out to be nothing of what you're looking for. Typically, I would read this card as somebody who is very devoted, somebody who only has eyes for you, and somebody who wants a commitment, but there still has to be a choice made. So that's where you might need to stick up for yourself. So the lies being told is that I'm picking up that maybe somebody's lying about their true feelings. So whether those are strong and they want commitment, or whether they're lying saying they want a commitment and really they don't at all, that they want to kind of end things or dissolve things. So take what resonates as always and leave the rest behind. But I do think that there is somebody that's lying about their feelings, whether they love somebody and want to be with them, or whether they don't, and whether they want to stand their ground and leave the situation. Somebody definitely wants marriage. And I feel like that this is something that maybe the other person might be lying, making promises that they aren't keeping. And so I'm feeling that this is part of your ascension, that this is something that is keeping you up at night. I feel like this is something that's draining your energy at this time. I also feel like this is something that you worry a lot about. Maybe you're a little bit older and maybe you haven't gotten married yet. Maybe you've been with people that promised you that and never delivered. And the other way that I'm picking up the energy today is that this is part of your ascension. Your ascension. Y'all know I can't talk, right? That's nothing new. So just laugh at me because I laugh at myself. It's all good. So I think that this is part of your ascension. It's your growth. It's Source's way of showing you exactly how strong you are, and that you can't sit here and worry about all of the things that could have happened, all of the things that should have happened, all of the things that would have happened. You need to focus on the truth. And the truth is that somebody does want commitment, and that comes through loud and clear with the Lovers and the Hierophant. But I think that not both of you are on the same page. So I think that there may have been broken promises, that there also may have been a lot of conflict in this situation, and that somebody wants marriage and commitment, but I think that the other person actually wants out. The Eight of Cups. This is all about letting go of the things that don't serve us. Maybe you've tried all of the options in this relationship to save things. Maybe the other person did lie to you a lot, and so that kind of damaged the trust in this relationship. And so there wasn't a lot of forward progress because there were so many lies and deception going on. On the flip side of that, I feel like one person isn't telling the truth that they actually want out of a commitment or a long-standing relationship, possibly even a marriage. That one person wants to walk away. One person isn't in this for the long haul anymore. And I feel like this person that wants to leave actually wants to follow their dreams and their ambitions and their goals. And that may not include this other person at this time. It may. So again, take what resonates, leave the rest. I pick up multiple scenarios when I read, and I'm going to give you everything that I see. So you could be dealing with a Gemini, a Taurus, or a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. We have fire as well, Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. The only earth sign, I lied. The other earth sign we have is Capricorn. So any of those signs might apply to your situation. So the lies. I feel like the lies are catching up with people. I feel like this person's kind of in their own mental prison at this time. Could quite literally be in prison. Could be a physical distance in between the two of you at this time as well. But this is telling us that it's time to let go of all of the things that we want to change. So I think you're making a conscious decision to either put forth the effort that you want to see in a relationship, or you are deciding to cut your losses and you're deciding to walk away from the conflict, the chaos, the toxicity, the drama. Let's see what else. The bondage, addictions, codependency, all of these things, any sort of like negative emotion that makes you feel trapped. Maybe marriage makes you feel trapped. So that might be something that you have to do a little shadow work on to kind of get out of that mentality. But this is telling us that it can't be saved at this point in the current situation. So there needs to be some sort of transformation in order for things to actually transform and change. And part of that might be a period of separation or an ending. And I feel like you're starting to gather your confidence. Maybe you are doing your shadow work. Maybe you are starting to see that, look, this just isn't working for me anymore. We've tried everything. We've exhausted all of these options and something has to change. And if no one is willing to change in the situation, you're on a repetitive cycle. All right, let's see. What is the truth that's needed in this situation? The Magician. The truth is that you are able to create the life that you want. You have all of the tools at your disposal to change any of the options in your life that aren't working, whether that's love, whether that's career, whatever that is, you have those options to be able to change this situation. There's also a possibility for new love coming in, but I feel like one cycle has to close that's giving you a lot of anxiety and worry currently. So then you open up the opportunities for new love to come in, or you could potentially rekindle something if the work is actually put in. The Empress. I feel like this other person in your life sees you as maybe their divine counterpart, or that vice versa. However it resonates, it's not gender, it's just energy in tarot. So the Empress is somebody who's very nurturing. She's empathetic. She could be the mother of your children. Maybe you view her that way, but she's somebody who really brings a lot of the nurturing element. This also comes out with the Ace of Wands. So again, birthing new ideas, a lot of creativity and inspiration. So we want to go after those things because they're going to bring us a lot of joy and a lot of pleasure into our life. And that's something that I feel like in this reading is kind of lacking at this point. All right, Knave of Coins. So we have the opportunity to move forward in our career. This is travel, relocation. This is moving on to greener pastures. And this person takes all of their abundance and resources with them. But this is also telling us that further study is also required. So we're going to have to gather our confidence in order to do so. Could also be some sort of unexpected visitor coming, and knaves or pages are a little bit younger. So I would say less than 21 years old. So maybe if you have children, this could be like one of your children coming to visit you, but there's some sort of opportunity for growth or learning in this situation. All right, let's see, what else do we have? 4 cards for the outcome. What is the spilling of the tea? What is the outcome? The Sun. That you can have the love that you're looking for. You can have marriage, you can have children, you can have a fresh start, but it will take work required in order to get there. So if that's something that you want, whether you're in a connection or whether you are trying to manifest new love, both are open for possibilities. So we really have to look at the bigger picture and decide, what do we want? We also have to create the room energetically in our lives for that to happen. So if you're in a long-standing relationship that it's just not working and you know you need to leave it, come up with a well-laid plan. Manifest how you get out of this and how you start fresh with something or someone new. You also need to chase after your creative passions, and you need to have that confidence and that drive in order to see things through to completion. There may be some more study that's required or furthering your education in some way, whether that's taking classes, going to college, studying something, reading books, whatever it is for you, there is the possibility that you will need to further your education in this. There is also the opportunity for love and commitment coming in. We have 3 cards talking about that. We have the Lovers, the Hierophant, and the Sun. Could be dealing with a Leo, a Gemini, or a Taurus. Somebody wants marriage, love, and commitment. And I feel like if that is not you at this time, then it could be this partnership. So you're going to have a conversation, and it might be difficult to actually express that maybe, hey, I'm not looking for that right now. Then you have to be honest and you have to be willing to express what it is that you want in order to get there. All right, what else do we need to know about the outcome? The 6 of Coins. Money is changing hands for the better. I feel like this is part of your ascension as well, that there's some sort of growth coming, and growth not only in your love relationships, your career, but also in your finances. And if you're sitting there watching this going, you know what, my finances really suck right now, so that would be great, then manifest it, put it out there. Last week's live was all about manifesting. If you're one of my subscribers, thank you so much, first of all, but I manifested a lot of wealth and abundance for my collective. So when I say my collective, I'm talking about the people who view my content as well as my subscribers. Last week's manifestation was all about welcoming in wealth and love for my subscribers. So if you're part of that, then I'm manifesting that for you. It's something I'm going to start doing here monthly on the channel, that I'm going to start manifesting new things for the collective, as well as for myself, so that we can not only benefit ourselves, but we can benefit each other. So if you're part of the collective, then I'm manifesting these things for you. I'm manifesting more money for you. I'm manifesting commitment, love, and marriage for you. So those are things that if they start to come in, then thank the universe. Don't thank me. Thank the universe that these things start to come in for you. What else do we need to know about the truth and the outcome of this situation? The Two of Wands. There's definitely some sort of decision that needs to be reached here. So whether that's leaving a situation or relationship that isn't fulfilling you, whether that's making adjustments, making changes, and putting in the hard work, only you're going to know what's going to work for your situation. But there are options, so we have to choose wisely. So you have to really think about this. You can't just rush in. You need to look at the bigger picture. What is it that your goal is? What do you want to get to? And how do you actually get to that point? So kind of come up with some sort of plan. Look in the direction that you want to go. Don't look behind you. That's not the direction that you're headed. So you need to focus on the bigger picture and make some sort of decision on what that looks like going towards your future. For some of you, I think it's going to be leaving things behind, things in relationships that aren't working, situations that aren't fulfilling, jobs that don't work out. And we have to make a decision to walk away from those things as long as we have exhausted all of our options and we have tried to make things work. The Devil. Let's see what the truth is about the Devil. What do we need to know? King of Coins. Slow and steady is going to win the race. In order to overcome the toxic cycles, the addictions, the codependency, the things that leave us feeling stuck, trapped, or bound, we have to make a conscious decision in order to make the changes. And that takes time. So we can't rush the process. We're going to have to make sure that we are using logic, that we are getting grounded, that we are starting to come up with a well-laid plan. And it might take some assistance from others. This is somebody who's very business oriented. They might be an entrepreneur. They might be somebody who has accumulated a lot of wealth over their lifetime. And maybe that's a goal of yours, that you're working towards a lot of wealth and abundance as well. So this is somebody who is very loyal, very trustworthy, and they would kind of see through a lot of the deception or the lies. And so this might also be you, where maybe you read people really well and you see, something just isn't quite right and it doesn't sit well with me. And I don't want to be in that state where I feel stuck, trapped, or bound. I want to be fruitful. I want to be abundant. I want to be successful. And that takes time. So don't rush the process. You're definitely going to have to take the time that it takes in order to go forward. All right. We're going to see next what we have for the scoop. So that's what I have for spilling the tea. I'm going to clean these guys up and we're going to do a couple more readings and then I will be happy to do some for you guys as well. Always do that. I pull out a lot of cards and then I got to remember to pick them all up. So how's everybody's Friday? How's everybody doing? Hopefully good. Let's see, we'll use this deck. All right, let's see what the scoop of the situation is. What is the current situation at this time? Interesting. We have the Ace of Pentacles. This is literally a gift from the divine. This is literally something that's coming to help change your finances for the better. Could be a job opportunity, could be some sort of unexpected money coming to you. It literally comes out of the blue. It's not something that you're expecting or necessarily waiting on to come in. It's something that may take you by surprise. It is divinely orchestrated, meaning that it happens exactly when it's supposed to. And I don't think that most of you will see this coming, but it is something very positive for your finances. All right, King of Pentacles could be coming from somebody as well. Sometimes I read this as like an inheritance, some sort of windfall, maybe like a settlement or something coming to you. But it's giving you the creature comforts that you've been looking for. Again, this is earth sign energy. It moves very, very slow. Maybe you've waited a long time for these things to transition or come into your life. But when it comes, it is a blessing. So it's definitely positive news. The King of Pentacles is somebody who is very grounded. They're somebody who's very loyal, very trustworthy, very business oriented. Maybe they're going to help you get something off the ground. I definitely feel that. Page of Wands. It could change quickly. This is somebody who's a little flighty. So maybe this person helps to kind of balance things out for you. So we're dealing with earth and fire energy right now. And this is telling us that things are needing to change quickly. I feel like when this opportunity comes in, it really does transform your situation rapidly. So big changes on the way. And we're letting go of deceptive people. So really letting go of liars, cheaters, manipulators. And I feel like if they know that you're coming coming into a large sum of money, you need to be very cautious, because I think that this person could try and kind of scam you, or this person could potentially want to kind of get their hands on what doesn't really belong to them. So know that and be careful that if you come into a large sum of money, or you're blessed with some sort of abundance, that you need to know who you can trust and who you can't. And do not advertise your business, because not everyone has your best interests at heart. That's going to be super important for you. All right, the Hierophant. Again, somebody is either ascending, or we're going through some sort of transformation spiritually, religiously. And this is also marriage. So this might involve the courts. This might also involve, spiritual beliefs or practices. It's Taurus energy. It's earth sign, it's grounded. This person may have really thought about this before they come forward. I do think that this person might make an offer simply because they think that you're like a sure thing. So feel people out. If there's any sort of deception, then I would definitely, put the brakes on. I typically see this as ascension and marriage. So I think you're going to be able to see exactly what this person is about. And if they're kind of in and out of your life, if they kind of don't really tell you the truth on things, that's not who you want to be with long term. You want people that are trustworthy and honest in your life, not people who are going to scam you or manipulate you in any way, shape, or form. So be cautious of the energy. This is like current situation of stuff that's going on in the collective. Hello from Australia. Good morning over there in Australia. It's Friday afternoon here in the United States, in Colorado, where I am. 9 of Cups. So we do have a lot of wish fulfillments and abundance coming in for the collective. I love this. So let's see. What's hidden right now is that you are going to get some sort of wish fulfillment. I think this is financial blessings coming in. Could also be emotional fulfillment. So what else is hidden? That we have a heavy burden that we have to let go of, that this isn't something that we want to continue carrying on. So whether it's financial burdens, whether it's relationship issues, it's something where we're overburdened. We're carrying the weight of the world on our shoulders, and it's time for us to really let those things go. We don't want to continue this. It's gone on already long enough. So we have to make a conscious choice to really stop that and let that go, so that we can let go of these things and open up space. What else is hidden is that we're juggling. Could be financially, could be relationships. It's time management. It's all sorts of things. What are we juggling? We have to realize that we've taken on maybe too much. Maybe there is too many demands on our time. Maybe there's not enough hours in the day to accomplish all of the things that we need to. So we need to prioritize. We have to let something go to create the balance in our life. And if we're constantly holding on to the things that we don't want, we don't have the space in our life for the things that we do want. So that's where we really have to make some hard decisions sometimes and be able to let go of what isn't serving us, so that we clear the space to welcome in what we do. All right. There's also some sort of love offer coming in. It's going to be something unexpected. You have 2 potential offers coming in from the divine. One is financial and one is love. So this could be somebody that's watched you from a distance for quite some time. This could be somebody who's had their eye on you. I also feel like you're not really open to this. If you look at this person's arms are crossed. So the energy that they're putting off is that they're not open to this. And so they might not be open or willing to receive any sort of new offers at this time. So that's where we run into some problems. I feel like that if a new offer comes in, you're unsure of, because you've been lied to, you've been deceived before. Maybe you got your heart broken before in a long-standing commitment or in a marriage. And so you're not really looking for that at this time. And that's exactly why this opportunity is coming, because you're not looking for it. All right, so we have the 8 of Wands. There's some sort of communication coming. It could be this love offer. It could also be news about this financial offer that's coming in. It could also be news of marriage, that somebody might be getting engaged or married. And I think that this might kind of surprise you. It might shock you a little bit. Again, this offer, if the offer is coming to you, this communication, that it will take you by surprise. It's not something that you see. We definitely have double confirmation of a love offer, the Ace of Cups. So I do think that there are some things that are changing. This could potentially be from a water sign, a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, or this could be from an earth sign, a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, that this love offer is coming. This is a divinely orchestrated event. So while you might not be open to it, it might be something that is very fulfilling for you. So you have to test the waters yourself and decide whether you're going to take a chance or whether this is something that you're going to close the door on. Choice is always yours. You have free will and divine intervention comes, but we don't have to accept the offers. You will get some sort of clarity on whatever this offer is coming in. I feel like it comes in very quickly. And even though you've been dealing with a lot of deception, I think that you all of a sudden start to get that breakthrough, that aha moment of, aha, I get it. Now I see that that wasn't the right person for me and that there's better people out there. Or this person tried to steal from me and now I see it for what it is. So I don't advertise, all of my blessings that are coming into me. I kind of keep that to myself because I don't want people to use me or manipulate me. All right, double confirmation of marriage potential coming in. The Sun, the happiest card in the tarot, comes out with the Hierophant, which symbolizes marriage and children in your future. This is your chance for a do-over. If you've been asking the divine for a second chance, if you've been asking for somebody new, if you've been asking for clarity, if you've been asking for your finances to improve, I see that we have a fresh start coming. So that does look like we're having positive changes, and it could potentially lead to marriage and commitment in your future. Someone's coming in with their offer. They've had to gather their confidence. This is somebody who is they are brave, although sometimes they can be a little bit shy. It's water sign energy, so Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. This comes out with the 9 of Cups and the 10 of Wands. So I feel like this is going to be emotionally fulfilling for you, but I also feel like you've had a lot of burdens on your plate right now. And so in order to make space for this new person to come in, we have to eliminate what isn't working in our life. Let go of the extra responsibilities, let go of the to-do list that's a mile long. Prioritize is what they're giving me. Prioritize what is important to you. And if, things are just, you're taking on other people's problems, other people's responsibilities, you may need to let those go if at all possible in order to create some space. This person is typically seen as the knight in shining armor. So he's somebody who is chivalrous, he's old-fashioned, he's romantic. He might be bringing you some sort of romantic gift, asking you out on a date, things like that. But the Knight of Cups is somebody who brings a genuine offer. This could be somebody who's been watching you for a while. This might be somebody who's admired you from a distance, somebody who maybe values what you bring to the table, and they might see you potentially as marriage material. You may have no idea this is coming. So I do think it will catch you off guard. I think it will be something that you don't see coming. But the question that you really have is, are you open to it? Because it's also the potential that it's not something that you want because you aren't open to it, because you have so much on your plate that there might be that rejection status there. So that's the hesitation for this person. They don't want to shoot their shot and get rejected. They want to make sure that if they come in with a genuine offer, that you will accept this offer. And so they're hoping that they get justice. So this is Libra energy. This is also courts, contracts, legal issues. In the United States, you need a marriage license to get married in order to make it legal. Could be also that you're thinking about like legal issues as far as financial issues are coming through. So this could also be like a settlement, a lump sum payout, things like that, that you're getting the justice you deserve. It could have been a long time coming, but this is a gift from the divine. It helps us balance our finances. It helps improve things greatly. And so the justice needs to come to kind of cut away what doesn't work and to level the playing field and create or restore the harmony and balance that we're looking for, because we've been juggling. And so this is telling us that we can no longer do that. So justice is coming to help us find the balance that we are looking for, to let go of the juggling. I also think that if you're in a current situation that isn't working for you, that justice is also coming to kind of illuminate what doesn't work and give you the clarity that you need to see that maybe the people that you are currently dealing with aren't as great as you hoped they would be, and that there is something or someone better, and it is trying to come in. We have the Ace of Cups as well as the Four of Cups. So this is really telling us that there is definitely the potential for something or someone new coming into our life, but are we open to it? Let's see what else we have. All right. What else do we need to know for what's hidden? It's coming in quickly. So this could be, let's see, travel, relocation, Cancer energy. This is also needing to find balance between the polarities. If you're juggling things, you're going to have to find the balance and the potential for like a new vehicle. So maybe you're thinking with this more money coming in that you'd have enough to purchase a vehicle, or that you would be able to repair one if there's been one that's had problems. Interesting. There's definitely communication coming though, and it comes in very quickly. All right, let's see what else we have. What is the action needed for this situation? 9 of Swords, to stop overthinking it. You're really worried about it, and I think the worry is kind of blocking your blessings from coming in. So we have to stop with the worry. Sometimes we just have to listen to our intuition, and we have to let Source take over. What action is needed? Ace of Cups. That if somebody is coming in, they're coming in. So you have to just decide whether this is the right time or the right opportunity for you, and be willing to be open to new love opportunities coming in. You're going to get the clarity. You're going to see who's not for you and who potentially is for you. What action is needed with the Sun and the Hierophant? Communication is definitely needed if you want to go forward into marriage and commitment. There's also the opportunity to walk away from what isn't serving you in love. If you've exhausted all your options, this is telling us that it's time to walk away from what doesn't work. And then someone needs to gather their confidence and their courage and rush in bravely with their offer. All right. What action is needed with the 9 of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and the 10 of Wands? All right. 7 of Coins. So this is telling us that time is not running out, that you've planted seeds, you're trying to manifest things to grow. You might be frustrated at the delays or the lack of initiative that maybe people have taken, but the time isn't running out. You just have to decide what you want, and then you have to make a well-laid plan and take action. I love that there's an hourglass and arrows on this card. So the hourglass symbolizes time, and really timing is everything. I'll say that a lot on the channel. I even have a deck that I created called Timing is Everything. And this is telling us that sometimes we have setbacks, but sometimes delays are for our own protection. And an arrow must first be pulled backwards in order to catapult forwards at great speed in a new direction. So know that time is not running out, and there is some sort of new direction or opportunity that is coming in. The 9 of Wands. Again, are we open to it? You have to be willing to close out these old chapters. You have to be willing to trust again. You have to be willing to let things in that are blessings. You're ready for battle. I feel like you've been through a lot. You have a lot on your plate currently. So release some things so that you don't have so much to think about or so much to worry about. Worry is really the greatest thing that's coming in. The same card and definitely the same energy. So lots of worry and really being guarded about things. And it's really because we're overthinking the things that our guard is so high. What action is needed? All right, so we have the 4 of Coins. So some sort of justice is coming to help restore the balance in your finances. Whether this is a court case, a settlement, a judgment going in your favor, some sort of opportunity from the divine is coming to help to balance out your finances. You've been juggling a lot. Things have been really hard. You've been trying to pinch pennies. You might have been really stingy with your resources right now out of a fear or lack mentality. And so we have to find the balance. And it's like there is no way to find the balance. When you've got nothing, there's nothing there to balance, right? Okay, so we have to come up with a plan. Are there ways that we can go after things that come with new streams of income? Are we able to maybe eliminate things in our budget that are draining us financially that we don't really have time for or we don't use? Is there something that can change? And I think that you will find that there is something that can change, and it helps you to restore the balance, at least in the meantime, until the blessing comes in. The Knave of Swords. So this is somebody who's been spying on you. I feel like this is who's coming to make some sort of offer, that this person could definitely have air placements, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. And this person could be really kind of either spying on you through things like social media, friends or family groups. They know of you somehow. They know of you and they can see you in some way, shape, or form. And so it's like they're asking source for the clarity of the timing of when to come forward. And it's like they're going through some sort of evolution. They're growing up, they're maturing. They go from the spying mentality to action, and they go from watching to doing. So I do feel like there's definitely some things that are transforming. Okay, let's see what we need to know for our outcome of this reading. All right, the Empress. Someone sees you as the divine counterpart. The Empress is the divine feminine, so you could be on the twin flame journey. But more than that, she's somebody who is nurturing. She's romantic. She's empathetic. She brings balance. She helps to create things. So this might be a really creative person. This might be somebody who is the mother of your children or you desire them to be. This could be a future spouse for you. This could also be somebody who really just kind of helps you get things off the ground and gives you the creative kind of input to be able to try new things. What else do we have? 3 of coins. All right. So teamwork to make the dream work. I feel like there definitely needs to be communication as far as love. I think someone needs to express their feelings. And we had a lot of air in this reading. So a lot of thinking, but not a lot of like feelings. And so the Empress is about feeling. It's the nurturing energy. So that's where the balance really needs to align. So whether this is all one person or multiple people, that we need to actually feel those emotions in order to make them real. And I think that a lot of you are holding back because of a fear-based mentality. What if this person rejects me? What if they don't want me? You've got to let go of the fear and think positive and just kind of have that conversation as hard as it could be. The worst that they can say is no. And guess what? That means they're not your person, that somebody else is out there for you. So you can't lose hope that they are. The 5 of Cups, it's about shifting your perspective and knowing that things can change. Again, somebody might be watching you from a distance, but I feel like this is a lot of sadness. I feel like they're worried they're going to miss out on an opportunity. And so this could also be deep, heavy emotions, grief, loss, mourning, shame, guilt, regret. Those are all things that we have to shift our perspective on. They don't need to be a permanent fixture in our life. They can be something that's temporary. And yes, those feelings might come to the surface, but we can also sit with them, feel them, breathe through them, and release them and welcome in new energy. What is our outcome for this reading? The High Priestess. Listening to your intuition is really going to help guide you through where you need to be. It's also going to help you to let your guard down, to release the burdens that you don't want to keep any longer, and to realize that time isn't running out, that love is coming and some sort of emotional fulfillment as well. What else do we have? The World. Love that. So we're closing out old chapters. This is something that's divinely guided intervention. It's been very slow, stubborn moving energy, but we're strong enough to see things come to a completion. This is turning things around 360 degrees or full circle. So I feel like travel is opening up. There's potential for new beginnings after an ending, and that this is something that we want to embrace. This could also be having to deal with the World Wide Web, the internet, and that might be where these new opportunities start to come from. I also feel like there could be some new streams of income, maybe from something you find online, whether you're working online, whether it's something that helps pay for things online, starting a business that's posted online, but there's something to do with the internet that's really significant in this reading. All right, 3 of Wands. Your ships are coming in. You've waited a very long time for these things to change, and when things align, they start to move rapidly. I feel like not only is this communication and this new love offer coming, travel is also potentially opening up. And this is something that maybe you have thought about for quite some time that you wanted to do, that you wanted these things to change, that you wanted them to go forward, and that you really wanted these things to not be an obstacle any longer. Your final card, the 6 of Coins. So money is definitely coming in. It's changing hands for the better. Could be an official letter that you receive, some sort of official document, email, things like that. It could be a raise or promotion, elevation of your status at work. But this is telling you that things are improving enough to go around, enough to also be a blessing to others. So that's super, super important. All right, I'm going to clean these cards up. I'm going to do some weekend messages for the collective. And then we'll see if anybody's still in here, and we'll do a couple of free cards before I've got to get out of here and go pick my kiddos up from work. Oh, Fridays are always busy. I don't know if anybody else has really busy Fridays or not, but I definitely do. All right, so let's see what we have going on for fire signs. Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. What do we need to know for the weekend? 7 of Cups. We've got a lot of choices when it comes to love, so choose wisely. Don't get swindled by anybody. Remember, everything that glitters isn't gold, and we don't want to wear rose-colored glasses. We want to see the truth for what it is. So if you've got lots of options, choose wisely on who you pick. Queen of Wands. So she's somebody who's very independent. She's somebody who is very charming. She commands a lot of attention. She's somebody who's a go-getter. She's a natural born leader. She's charismatic. She's sultry. She's kind of seductive. And she definitely kind of commands the attention in the room. So this could be somebody that you might have your eye on. The 10 of Wands. There's some sort of heavy burden that we've got to release that we've carried for far too long. That came out in a few of the other readings as well. So we're working on releasing before we welcome in something new. Wow. All right. Let's see. What was that? All right. Let's see, 3 of Wands in reverse. So something is returning to you. Some sort of frustration or delay could be returning. It could also be that maybe you have to return home, wherever home is for you, that you may also run into this person after like going home. So maybe you're frustrated that you have to go home for something, but you kind of meet this person or you encounter them. Interesting. 2 of Wands. We're looking towards our future plans. Travel is also favored with that card, more fire sign energy that I feel like. Interesting. Okay, so by going home and seeing where you came from, I feel like all of a sudden it gives you new insight of what you want your future to look like. So let go of the frustrations and the burdens when you have to kind of go backwards a little bit, whether it's returning home or taking a trip somewhere, that you need to release the burdens from the past so that you can welcome in the new opportunities for your future. That you will get some sort of clarity in this situation. You will see things for what they are in order to try and make a fresh start and go forward. And that forward might mean that you are going into union with somebody. Maybe you have to go home for somebody's wedding is what I'm picking up. Some sort of celebration, stability. The 4 of Wands is signaling not only union and celebration, it's marriage, it's commitment, it's a solid, stable foundation on which you can build something that will last. And maybe that's what you're looking for, but maybe you have to let go of this heavy burden in your life to get there. 3 of Swords. I do feel like you have had to overcome a lot of heartbreak and pain, a lot of loss. This could be a previous relationship that you had to let go of as well. And it's really frustrated you. We have 2 3s back to back. So that could have been third-party interference, meddling in-laws, people in your business, cheating, things like that are always a possibility. And that caused you a lot of pain and heartbreak. All right, 5 of Cups. So we're working on shifting our perspective in this situation for the fire signs, that we have to see things differently in order for things to actually be different. 3 of Cups, there will be good news and a reason to celebrate. Again, I think you could be attending a wedding, and you also need to be willing to take a leap of faith in order to try something new and go forward. And you are worried about defeat or rejection. So that's where you really have to let go of the burden. It says cowardice. So don't be a coward and don't give up. You aren't going to be defeated as long as you are being honorable. And even if you're rejected, it means that that wasn't your person. So don't worry about the defeat or rejection and don't give up. One more card. All right, 6 of Pentacles. So money's improving for you. Some things are changing for the better. And 9 of Cups. There is some sort of either love fulfillment or some sort of indulgence and abundance coming to you. Interesting energy coming through the collective today, because sometimes it's like really heavy energy that comes through. And the last couple of weeks, it's been kind of like low vibrational energy. So we're purging things. We're feeling that. And things are starting to shift. I'm an empath, so I feel all this energy. I also experience a lot of it. So like what I read for in my collective tends to be what's going on with the people who view this. You're just energetically drawn here and you've never seen me before. There's a reason for that. I manifest that. So I always ask that the messages find exactly who needs them at exactly the right time, no matter when you view the messages. All right, so let's see what we have for water signs. What's going on for the water signs? Ooh, 10 of Pentacles. Awesome. So more money is coming in, abundance, wealth, an inheritance, a settlement, more money than you know what to do with. Could be a lottery win, could be some sort of inheritance that comes kind of unexpectedly or expectedly, but it's a lot of money. It's like generational wealth coming to you. 10 of Wands, it helps you to close out some heavy burdens and leave those things behind you. Ooh, new love coming in as well. So a lot of love, happiness, new love offer potentially. Let's see. This would be the Knight of Cups. I can't read half the time. My glasses sometimes bother my eyes too. All right. So Knight of Cups, very chivalrous. I think this is who's coming in to make you this offer. They're trying to gather their confidence and their courage to come in with something meaningful. I feel like they know you've been burdened before and they don't want to add to that. So this is somebody coming in with something meaningful. 2 of Wands. They want to start talking about the future, maybe future planning, taking a trip together. But you have to decide what the future looks like so you can make plans to go. Money's changing for the better for you. So it could be a raise, promotion, again, unexpected money and inheritance, a settlement, things like that, but good amount of money coming to help you bless others as well. 8 of Pentacles, your hard work is paid off. So let go of all of the worry that you have and all of the heavy burdens. 9 of Swords. So we have some recovery. This is in reverse. We're not worrying about things anymore. We have hope again, and we're letting go of the toxic cycles and burdens. The 2 of Swords. Some sort of decision is coming. It looks like it's about love, and I feel like you have to face your fears in order to really kind of let this new opportunity in, and then you get your victory. This is fame, recognition, some sort of achievement, goal is reached, but some sort of blessing after a long fought battle. And I feel like that helps you plan towards your future. What else do we have? 7 of Cups. You're going to have a lot of options to choose from in love. So choose wisely. Definitely don't rush the decision. I think that's going to be something important. And someone wants commitment. They might see you as a soulmate. They might want marriage with you, union, things like that. What else do we have? Queen of Pentacles. You might need a little bit of grounded energy in this situation. I feel like you're a natural born healer. You're really practical, good with money, and that maybe you're trying to start a business of some kind, and that might be your future planning. You may meet this person through work, this new opportunity, this Knight of Cups that's coming in. So that could also be significant. You may already have somebody in your life, and maybe somebody else wants to offer you commitment. So you have a lot of choices coming in love. You might be a little burnout, so some rest and recovery is also favored this weekend. Let's get one more card. All right, 4 of Cups. You have opportunities and offers coming in love that you don't see, and you have multiple of them. Somebody definitely wants commitment with you, and I think your main focus is not necessarily on love right now. I think it's on finances. And so kind of when you're oblivious to this, you might be in la la land daydreaming that this opportunity or this new love offer starts to come in for you. So interesting, water signs. Let's see what happens this weekend. I'm a water sign too, Pisces sun and a Scorpio rising. So definitely relate to those. I'm an aqua moon and my Venus is in Taurus. So if you guys are into astrology, that's my stuff. All right, let's see what we have for the air signs for the weekend. Air signs. What do we need to know for the air signs? 8 of Wands. So somebody is trying to come in with some sort of communication. I think this person wants a fresh start, being able to take a leap of faith with you. Let's see. Queen of Cups. They see you as very nurturing, very empathetic, somebody who brings a lot of emotional fulfillment. They might want you to be the mother of their children. Very much intuitive. She's tapped in, mama bear energy, very protective, and that they're starting to finally shift their perspective on love. I feel like that there's some sort of transformation that they're going through in order to see things differently. I almost feel like they don't want to miss out on an opportunity. Maybe they're burnout. Maybe they needed some rest and recovery to see things differently, and that they're finally coming up with some sort of decision after facing their fears on what it is they need to do going forward. And I think they're going to come through with some sort of communication about that. King of Pentacles. I think they want to find the balance. This is also someone who's very loyal, very grounded, somebody who's stable, somebody who brings a lot of positive financial things, like they might be wealthy, they might want to take care of you, things like that. Let's see, King of Wands. This person's an entrepreneur. This person is very also business oriented. They're honest. They're a natural leader. They're charming. They bring a lot of passion to things. So we have like the grounded energy with a lot of passion. That's a pretty dynamic duo right there. Interesting. What else do we have? Queen of Pentacles. So we have the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. So we have 2 males and 2 females, both kings, both queens. So I feel like the feminine side of this energy is very nurturing and protective and very grounded and business oriented. Excuse me. And I feel like the masculine side is honest, a natural leader. He's stable and he's trying to improve his finances. What else do we have? 2 of Cups. These people want commitment, and I think it's time that they make a fresh start. Maybe they needed some rest and recovery, some sort of facing their fears and making decisions, but the communication is coming for a fresh start. I think they were trapped in ego, a lot of conflict, a lot of fighting, a lot of competition, and they had to work through those things and kind of squash the ego for these things to change and transform. They're also healing from heartbreak, pain, grief, and loss, and so that's something that can take some time, and maybe you're nurturing this connection or vice versa, however the energy resonates for you, that because of the nurturing, because the healing was allowed to happen, that this makes things change for the better, and that allows a new love opportunity to come in, a lot of happiness, some sort of breakthrough coming in. Let's get one more card. 6 of Pentacles, money improvements for the air signs as well. So raise, promotion, some sort of unexpected money changing hands for the better, enough to go around and be a blessing to others. So that's excellent news. Hello and welcome. I try and look at the chat in between the readings, so if I miss you, it's not on purpose, I promise. All right, let's see what we have for the earth signs. Earth signs for the weekend. What do earth signs need to know for the weekend? All right, 8 of Wands, some sort of communication for you as well coming in. Could be from, let's see, another fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. This is somebody who is very honest. It could be some really honest communication coming in. They're telling me blunt messages, so be prepared for something really blunt. Could be someone expressing their feelings. Could be somebody that they have to just tell you what's going on. But I feel like this person has something to express or get off their chest to you. Yeah, it's going to offer some clarity. So I think the communication is definitely necessary. Ooh, could be a past person coming in as well. This is somebody who I'm feeling like really nostalgic energy coming through, and that's what kind of makes them prompted to come and communicate, that they need to get something off their chest, that this could be a past person. Doesn't mean that it's like an ex or something like that. Sometimes it is. It's not always the case, but that this is somebody who's feeling emotions from the past, or that you will feel some sort of nostalgia when you hear from this person, but that somebody's coming to communicate something that brings in some clarity. And maybe it's something to do with the past. Maybe it's closure coming in. Maybe it's somebody saying they still have feelings for you, but something that gives clarity to the situation. They're worried about defeat. So this could be an ex. I'm not going to say for everybody it will, but it is definitely some past energy that could be coming up. They're really worried about the outcome. So like they're having to find their courage. Like the cowardly lion is what they're showing me in my head from Wizard of Oz. So it's like, if I only had a heart, if I only had a brain, these are the words that are coming through. I feel like they are finally tapping in with their heart space, that they're realizing that they either left something unsaid or they need to express how they feel. And so they have to come through with some sort of honest communication for you. But they are almost on the fence about doing it, or they want to give up because they're so nervous about the outcome. All right, 8 of Cups. They're worried that you're going to walk away again, or that you already have, and so that you're starting to seek the truth, or they're seeking the truth, and that's what kind of opens up the communication going forward. 3 of Pentacles. So it's going to take teamwork to make the dream work. This is also collaborating with your higher self, with source, with divine energy, listening to your intuition. But in order for things to transition, if this is a past person returning, I feel like you have to work together to communicate clearly about what you want and what you don't want for there to be a second chance. If you're planning about your future, then we have to look at what that looks like, and we have to be clear on that outcome. So future planning and travel, needing to take a leap of faith. If you don't want to deal with a person from the past, you have to be honest. If you do want a second chance, it looks like that is a possibility. Yeah, double confirmation with the Fool, both of them. So I do feel like maybe both of you want to take a leap of faith and try something new. I feel like this could be potentially could be good if you're both honest and open and really communicate what you want. But I do feel like there's decisions that need to be made, and you both need to face your fears. You need to let go of the ego issues and gain the clarity. No more fighting, no more competition, like really truly bearing your souls and being open and honest. You're both very, very nervous about this. I think when this person resurfaces, they're very much overthinking it, and they're trying to gather their courage in this situation. Knight of Swords, that's happening. This is coming in quickly. This flew out of the deck quickly. I feel like this is going to come in when you least expect it. What else do we have? Five of Pentacles. So struggling with finances, that might also be something they're worried about. You're trying to recover some of those things, or this person is, and they want to offer you something for the future, but it's like they're not quite there yet. You may also have blocked this person, cut them off, left them out in the cold, or you're in a period of recovery from things like injury, illness, or surgery. And so maybe the timing wasn't just right yet, but I feel like there's a new opportunity coming. Let's see, Five of Cups. Got to shift your perspective for this leap of faith and this fresh start to come in. And you guys have some choices to make. So you want to weigh those options carefully. Don't rush your decision. Make sure you're both on the same page. Be clear and do not pussyfoot around. Do not beat around the bush. Be honest. Communicate effectively. One card for your outcome for the earth signs. King of Cups, this person's loyal. This person is coming in with truthful communication, but they are absolutely terrified to say what they have to say. This is somebody who I call the ideal father figure. He's genuine, he's loyal, he's nurturing, he's emotionally available. He makes a fantastic partner. He's protective. He's, he kind of wears his heart on his sleeve, and he meets his partner's needs. So if this isn't how this person acted once upon a time, if this is a past person, this person has evolved into something that is actually very good. So you need to at least hear them out. They're trying to face their fears, and it's giving them a lot of anxiety to come forward and say their truth. So at least hear them out. And if you truly aren't interested in doing anything with this person going forward, then you have to be honest and let them know. And I think that will be okay. But I think that both of you actually want a fresh start, and that you have to shift your perspective in order to get there. All right, that's what we have for your weekend messages. If there's anybody who wants a couple of free cards, we're going to go ahead and move to that portion. So anybody who's looking for 4 free cards, yes or no questions, or what your current situation is. Sagittarian with Pisces rising and Leo moon. The reading resonates with me. Romance would be a surprise at this stage. There's a heavy financial burden which needs to end. Cool. Yes. So be open to new opportunities. I'm not sure if you were here when I was talking about that last week's live. I was manifesting live for you guys for wealth to come in, for the abundance to find you, as well as love opportunities for union to come in. And one other thing that I can't remember off the top of my head right now. Oh, prosperous ideas. So ideas that would bring you financial gain. So those were things that I was manifesting for my collective of subscribers. So if you want to be included in the next one, this next month in June, then all you have to do is subscribe to the channel, and I manifest according to the energy. So I'm going to try and do those in a live stream so you guys can actively see what we're manifesting together. And that's something as a way of like me not only helping you guys, it helps me too. So I'm part of the collective of all of the people who view my channel. So we want to try and build a community where we're lifting each other up, not tearing each other down. There's plenty of that in the world. So we're shifting the vibration over here, and that's my goal. My goal with all of my reading is to not only only help you see maybe what's keeping you stuck, but to help you heal those things, because you also have a calling, you also have a destiny, and I want you to make it to that point. And sometimes we get stuck in things where it's not working, nothing's aligned, we can't understand, like, why has nothing changed? Well, what have you done to change it? And so part of manifesting is doing just that. Like, let's change things for the better. We can ask the divine, we can ask God to help us bring in things in our life. So we also have to work on making space for those things to happen. So we've got to welcome in good energy by purging out the bad energy. So let's see what we have for you. Going to get a couple of you guys to do that. A satisfying job would be fantastic. I'm subscribed. I was probably asleep last live event. Yeah, if it's, like early in the morning in Australia for you, yeah, you might have been. But the good news is you can always watch it on replay, so that's totally okay. All right, so Vanessa, we're going to see 4 cards, your current situation. All right, so we have Queen of Cups. So you could be a water sign. You could be dealing with a water sign. This is somebody who's very nurturing. This is like a lot of motherly energy if you have children, if you don't have children. But this is somebody who's very tapped into their intuition. It's somebody who is very empathetic. She's a fierce protector of those she loves. She's creative. There's a lot of like creative opportunity. And it's also about sharing that kind of love and attention that you would want to receive. So if you are single at this time, the advice that's coming through is that you need to nurture what you want to grow, and you need to start by giving yourself love. So self-love and acceptance is going to be key for you to start bringing that in from others around you. You might also have a lot of confusion in your life right now and not really know which way is up. There could have been a falling out with somebody, some sort of argument. And I feel like that can be healed, but you might need a little bit of a cooling off period in order for things to change for you. And the 9 of Pentacles. There is abundance coming for you. If you haven't seen it yet, it's coming. This is a lot of financial blessings and abundance, financial independence, and financial freedom. So I feel like right now you're in a state of confusion, but that things are greatly going to improve. It's like all of the fruits of your labor are coming forward, and you need to be willing to step out of your comfort zone and take a leap of faith. So this is Aries energy with the Fool. Could be dealing with a earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. So we need to be willing to step out of our comfort zone, take a leap of faith, and try new things. And I feel like that really will pay off for you. So be willing to step out of the comfort zone in order to try that. All right, let's see. Kaylee, is it Kaylee? Holy smokes, that was so accurate. Don't you love that? I'm legit. I'm really a psychic. I'm really a medium. I even wrote a book. If you guys are curious about how I developed all this stuff and why I do what I do, it's going to be in the link of all of the descriptions of all the videos. It's also listed on the About page. And my book is called Stepping Stones to Destiny. And that's exactly what this is about. I'm here to show you the stepping stones you need to take to fulfill your destiny. That's my calling. I'm also working on a second book, and that one's all about channeled messages with source and spirit, different things that they've shown me that they told me I have to share. So I'm working on that one. My book that is published, Stepping Stones to Destiny, is on Amazon. So if you are interested, the link is in the description of the video. And I also do offer personal paid readings. So you book those through my email. All the information's in the description box. All right, let's see. Kaylee, current situation. Kaylee. All right, so Page of Swords in reverse. So some bluntness is needed, a lot of truth. You might be feeling a little bit defensive, and you might feel like people are all talk and no action. All right, Strength also in reverse. So somebody's feeling a little bit weak, lots of self-doubt. Maybe somebody's abusing their power, dealing with a lot of pride or negligence in your situation. So like neglecting your feelings, I think there needs to be some sort of blunt conversation had. Queen of Swords also in reverse. So a lot of bitterness, a lot of judgment, maybe feeling really pessimistic or negative about the situation, or feeling like people are doing this on purpose. King of Coins. So this is telling us that slow and steady wins the race in our situation. You have to be willing to do the hard work in order to achieve the goals that you want. If this is with a love relationship, if this person is worth your time and they're willing to match your energy, then invest the time it takes. If they are not reciprocating, if they are completely cutting you off, if they are all talk and no action, it may be time to make a decision on whether this is worth your time or whether you want to eliminate things. Some sort of authority figure, the King of Swords. So this is using your logic in order to make a wise decision. Could be dealing with an authority figure, somebody who's very loyal, but they operate in the thinking mind with analytical thinking, logic, facts, numbers. They don't necessarily operate out of love and emotions. So there might be a little bit of an imbalance. If there's like, let's say you're the type of person who is all about feelings and they're the type that's all about action and thinking, there's a little bit of a disconnect, and that takes some work in order to balance those things out. So again, some blunt conversations are needed. You're feeling a little bit weak in this situation, or you're doubting things right now. There's lots of judgment and negative thoughts, and you need to be successful by doing the hard work, and you need to come up with some well-laid plan. I think some big conversations need to happen for you to go forward. All right, info entertainment. Hello. Can you please ask, liked, and subscribed? Thank you. Shaylee, that's cute. Sorry, I'm terrible at pronouncing stuff. Shaylee, I like that. That's cute. All right, let's see. Info entertainment. Let's see. What do we have for your current situation? If you guys don't know, I'm over here on YouTube. On Fridays, we're going to do lives on YouTube. And I also have a TikTok account. It's under the same name over there, DamselinDistresstarot. I'm going to be doing lives on Saturday evenings on my TikTok account. So if you guys want to try and get in over there, I do pay and-free readings during the lives. So if you guys are ever curious about that, that's how you find me. All right, so we have the Eight of Swords in reverse. So this is telling us that we're gaining some sort of new perspective or freedom from overthinking. We're finding our strength and we're working on healing. That there is some sort of pessimism that we were really stuck in with the Page of Wands in reverse. And so we might have been really naive, or a lack of imagination might have been going on that caused some sort of mental block for us. But we're starting to see things differently. There's some sort of new perspective, and that's causing some healing for us. The Magician in reverse. This is really telling us that we're doubting our abilities, that we're doubting that we are able to maybe come up with new inspirational ideas, or creativity might be blocked at this time. There could be a delay, a lack of imagination, or feeling like there's closed doors or manipulation going on. So we might need to connect with some sort of logic or an authority figure to kind of help get us back on track. We might need some structure in our life in order to actually make some positive changes, but that it looks like there's some sort of new perspective that you're seeing, and that you're soon going to have lots of options to choose from. So choose wisely. I really feel like the biggest thing in your reading is that you want to make sure that you're making positive changes going forward. So think about it and don't rush into it. Also, watch out for people who could manipulate you. And I'm picking up in business. Could also be in your personal life. I'm not seeing a lot of love other than the Seven of Cups. So if you have a lot of options in love, you want to weigh them carefully and don't get deceived by somebody. Make sure you see things for what they are, but you have some sort of new perspective that's bringing you some sort of freedom. And it's also bringing in some sort of like new inspiration or imagination. And where the doors were closed, there's going to soon be a lot of opportunities for you. So pretty positive altogether. You just got to get out of your head and out of your own way. What's going on between husband A and third party? You are very pretty. Oh, thank you. So sweet. This is my day where I clean my house. And so very minimal makeup. And I'm just in like, grubby clothes to clean my house. So I appreciate that. All right. Let's see. You said about husband. All right. So Five of Cups in reverse. So this is about moving on, forgiveness, acceptance, finding peace, encouragement, and shifting your perspective. So if this is my own personal take on any sort of third party. I would not want to stay with somebody who had cheated on me, lied to me, deceived me in any way, shape, or form. Yes, I could forgive them, but I would not want to continue the relationship. Because in my mind, if you loved me, there would be no other option. So you have to dig deep and you have to find your self-worth. And if you really want to save your relationship, you may need things to really drastically change. And so if that's not happening, then you're going to have to find some sort of resolution. 5 of Swords in reverse. So 2 5s. 5 and 5 would be 10. 10 in tarot is a completion of a cycle. So it looks like there's some sort of resolution, compromise, peace, or justice coming, but that one of you may be moving on after finding some sort of forgiveness and acceptance. It brings you some sort of peace and encouragement for you to shift your perspective. So that's what we have for that question. Christina Brock, I met online Olivia. What is online Olivia? Yep, yeah, totally get it. All right, anybody else that wants a couple of cards before we close out the live? Because I'm going to have to go get my kiddos from work. And for anyone who doesn't know, I have a pack of kids. There's 8 of them all together. 3 are still living at home full time. 2 of them work across town, and one of them was having car trouble, so they asked for a ride today. So I'm going to go be that ride. All right. Anyone else wanting a couple of cards before we close out the live? Trying to see what you get on her. Okay, let's see what we have. Ace of Wands. So some sort of new beginning, creativity, or growth coming for you. So it could be like a new opportunity with this person, some sort of creative project. Maybe this person brings out creativity in you. 10 of Cups in reverse. So this person might come from a dysfunctional family or a broken home. There might be a lot of conflict or neglect that's going on for this person. You're going to have to be patient if that's the case. If this is you and you come from this dysfunctional family, then have patience. There's something new trying to come in that's going to bring some growth in your life. Let's see. We have 7 of Swords. Watch out for deceptive people, cheaters, liars, manipulators, and untrustworthy people. I feel like this is more related to the family than the new person. 2 of Wands. All right. So doubts and fears are getting in the way. So doubts and fears of the unknown, some sort of indecision or playing it safe. 6 of Swords. It's time to get out of the negative, toxic cycles. So you might be traveling, relocating, moving to calmer waters and going forward on a journey, going into more peaceful things. And the Knight of Cups. So this is somebody who's really romantic, a lot of like old-fashioned romance, like the knight in shining armor. So male or female doesn't matter in tarot. It's just the affection, willing to take action, maybe bringing some sort of meaningful gifts. So I feel like there's some things that you're trying to work on and overcome, or this person is, and you're going to have a little bit of patience until things kind of iron out, but that there is an opportunity for a new beginning, creativity, and growth, and some romantic offer coming in. So that's what we have for you. Thank you very much. You are welcome. Hope it helps. All right, guys, let's see. 3 cards for the weekend for the collective. What 3 cards do we need? All right, 9 of Swords in reverse. It's time to let go of the overthinking. We're in a period of recovery, so keep hope alive and let the overthinking go. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Be careful of making bad financial decisions. Don't let greed get in the way. Don't spend too much, and let go of poor planning. Come up with a well-laid idea. The High Priestess. This is about wisdom, insight, some sort of listening to your intuition, an enigma or a mystery, and some sort of hidden wisdom or knowledge coming to light. And the Moon. Seeing past any sort of illusions, trickery, or deception. Don't be caught under somebody's spell. We need to see things for what they are so we don't get manipulated. That's what I have for you guys for your weekend messages. I did upload your shadow work already, so that should be available, as well as your card of the day. Next week might look a little bit different on the channel. You guys are used to seeing me post a ton of readings all the time. Unfortunately, I am dealing with some health issues that I have to address. I have to have a biopsy on my thyroid. They found some suspicious stuff, and they found some wonky stuff in my brain. So we've got to address that and make sure it's nothing serious. So I'm going to be posting a couple of days a week next week to address some of these things and take care of some doctor's appointments and such that I need to do. And so that's going to be kind of the norm for the next little bit until things kind of slow down for me a little bit in that regard. So we're going to do about 4 of the zodiac signs a day plus your daily card, and then either your love message, your spiritual message, or your shadow work. And then Fridays, I'll be back for the live stream. So we're just going to change things up a little bit. I'm still going to be giving you guys your weekly reading for your zodiac sign. I'm just not going to post all 12 of them in one day. It's just a little much for me right now. So I'm going to post 1 of each element a day. So fire, water, air, and earth, your daily card, and then either 1 of the 3 other messages. I'll have a poll up so we can see what you guys want to see for the live stream on Friday. So vote on that. And then I'll be back Monday with starting the week out. We're going to do our June messages. Our June monthlies will be the messages for next week. So we're going to see what the month ahead of June holds for all of the zodiacs. So that's what we have coming up. Hope it helps. Have a great rest of your weekend. Thank you so much. Blessings for your good health. I appreciate that. And, continue to do that. I appreciate all of that immensely. I can't tell you. So you guys take care. Have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you back here on Monday or Friday for the live. We'll have a good week. And I do like to post the quote for Mondays. So be looking on the community page. If you guys are looking to book a personal reading, you book those through email, and those are listed in the description of all of my videos on how to book. On the community page, all the way at the bottom, lists all of the options of readings and the prices. I take Cash App for payment if you guys would like to book one of those, and payment is due at the time of booking. That reserves your spot, so I know you're serious about a reading. All right, guys, have a great weekend. We'll see you soon. Talk later.